Been a while, friend. What's going on, fish keepers around the world? Your favorite Monday show, Fish Tank Review. So apparently putting ginseng in the tank is a thing. How do you say ginseng? Ginseng? I should know this. This is like the fruits of my motherland. That looks absolutely bonkers. Are you telling me that's a fish tank? How is this the first time I'm seeing this? As a fish keeper of like 15 years, I have never once witnessed anything like this. This is the full-on like 50-gallon, maybe even bigger tank filled with ginseng roots. And who knew that it makes for such good aquascaping material? Yeah, even Rapashi's turning around to find out what it do. It's so amazing how these things can just propagate crazy like that. Spreads throughout the entirety of the tank. There it is again, a smaller tank.
You what?
Less filled out root system, but nevertheless very cool. I just don't see any fish in here. These are all fishless for some reason. And it does look like they give off tannins because the water is not 100% like crystal clear. And here's another beautiful one. You can see this is an Asian household because bananas just randomly everywhere. Heineken because we don't know any other more posh brands of beer, nor do we care apparently. And of course the table itself, and I guess the big old tank of ginseng. Again, no fish. Explanation. This is the root part of a plant called Aralia. Never heard of that. As a self-proclaimed botanist in Vietnam. Okay, so this is Vietnam part of Asia. People usually preserve the root in alcohol to make traditional medicine. So no wonder there's no fish. If I'm understanding this correctly, they filled this huge tank with alcohol. Why do I feel like that's really, really dangerous? Is it just me, or isn't that like a highly flammable liquid? Even the gas that it gives off is extremely flammable, and you have it in a huge quantity, 55 gallons plus quantity in your living quarters, next to the fridge, which probably is next to the kitchen. And Vietnamese people don't play around with their cuisines. They're not messing around with electric stoves, bro. They got the propane, they got the gas stoves. Rapash, where are you going? She's afraid things will blow up. I do wonder what's the statistics of like a house fire caused by just growing ginseng in your tank. Since some roots are way too big to be put in a jar, they put them in the fish tank and seal it up instead. Oh, they seal it so there's no way the vapors can get out. However, as someone who has been in the fish tank hobby for 15 years, leaks are inescapable. It's a matter of time before you get a leak, one way or another. So these tanks are actually filled with ethanol? I guess so, and probably a lot of it. Yes, a small piece will be taken. It will be pulverized into powder where you can just suspend into water for consumption. That is super cool. I've heard that ginseng is very healthy for the body, but very expensive. Now we know why. Because you have to risk your whole family not blowing up one day randomly. Spontaneous combustion in order to raise the ginseng. Someone tell me how to say it. I feel like a massive tank of alcohol in your house is not the safest idea. This is what I've been talking about. Is this for cultivation? Does it grow? Is for drinking? It's a big ass preserve. I don't think I want any ass preserve. More for me, I guess. Reddit? Well, now we know why all of these amazing looking scapes are not stocked with anything. Very low stocking. I love it. Understocked extremely. But if you run a water test on these tanks, you're not gonna like the results. Actually, I don't know what the results would even look like. I've never tested any alcohol. Facebook Marketplace definitely's done this before. Hey, quick pause guys, just gotta tell you about the sponsor of this video, you guys, for smashing that like button and checking me out on Patreon, joining the FFT Discord. Thank you so much for your consideration. Poultry Master sent in their 1,000-gallon goldfish palace. Now, although this just looks like a dirty swimming pool, it is indeed a goldfish palace. I can confirm. It's 100,000 gallons, so it's basically a pond. The goldfish, believe it or not, they don't really care what their tank looks like, as long as there's nothing harming them, as long as the water quality is good. Now, in my first point, nothing harming them. This looks like an outdoor pool. If you're in a tropical area especially, there's gonna be like herons and other big birds. You gotta have like a net over the whole thing. Unofficial 5 out of 5 for the space found on the Target subreddit. What? Since when? The most amazing fishbowl I've ever seen in my life. I think there's a comment saying that this was found underneath a bunch of clothes. So maybe someone just wanted to get rid of some of their fish at Target and they just left it. Maybe an April Fool's joke too early and way too much water, way too little fish. But for real, that is animal abuse turned up to the max. At that point, why even leave any water in there? Fuzzy to the Max sent in their tank from when they were back in college. There was 3 ghost catfish in here, but that doesn't really mean much. I don't know if it's the ghost knife or the glass cats. There was a betta and a pleco, and it lasted for 2 years. Oh, I think they're up in the corner there. Yeah, glass cats. I mean, it's not the worst. There's live plants in it, although that sword in the back there definitely died shortly after. It is not nutrient-rich substrate at all. It is just inert. The Nubius probably did great. The stocking, everything is pretty juvenile in here, so it's not overstocked currently. And I don't know what kind of pleco. Could be a common pleco. In its infancy, it's okay. 3.4 out of 5. Hope you're still in the hobby now. Should I return this tank? Found a crack in it after purchase. I don't know why you would return this tank. I don't see no crack. You know, some people just like to take advantage of the refund system, hoping that they'll get a new thing without even giving back their perfectly good, uncracked thing to begin with. Fill it with water and see if it holds. If so, your tanks are good. Hope this helps. Yeah, exactly. This guy just wants sympathy points. I've seen many cracks in my days. This is perfectly fine. I can't see a crack. Where is it? Now, this guy is saying the truth. What we're all thinking. Reminds me of the picture that says they haven't eaten for 2 days. What am I doing wrong? And it's just 2 fish upright in an empty box with a food and water bowl. I know that picture. It's in a cardboard box, isn't it? I don't know. Seems fine to me. Is the tank cycled? Yes. That's the more important question. Stop looking for cracks that don't exist. Let this be a PSA to all of you out there, paranoid schizophrenia people thinking there's a crack in your tank. Wake up. Eat real food. Yeah, Harry sent in their second tank. I don't know why I read that with like a redneck accent. Yeah, Harry sent in their second tank with cherry shrimp and chili raspberry. Pardon me, the chili raspberries are coming soon, so just cherry shrimp for now. It's a simple, very cozy looking tank. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe the framing of it, like the rocks in the center and then they go up a little bit with the plants. Wood in the front, kind of like a leading line. Very clean scape and beautiful stocking choices. You will not go wrong with chili raspberries or dwarf raspberries, trust me. 4.12 out of 5, keep it up. A highlight from my country's version of Craigslist. The heater, I think, that's attached to the outside of the front. Okay, so if that would be freaking crazy. All right. Fortunately for everyone involved, that is indeed not a heater. That is an LED light strip. Yeah, 100% not a heater. Now, if that was the heater, it would have already short circuited. It would have exploded. The glass would have cracked and it would just be useless. Fish found in lake. Holy crap. You found someone's pet black moor in a lake. Is this one lucky fish or what? Some people are saying this is also one lucky ecosystem or lake because this fish is about to take over. Unfortunately for the fish, this is not true. Fortunately for the ecosystem, it's true because fancy goldfish, such as the blackmore, they don't do well in actual lakes or ponds, wherever you set them free, and you shouldn't be doing that either way because they can still carry parasites and stuff or pass on diseases like ick. But for the most part, you're looking at single-tailed goldfish that will be destructive because they will survive. This frog is using this guy's hand as a diving board. Oh. Wow, clean, no splash. That's a 10 out of 10, bro. Beautiful tank, very healthy, and looks very happy as well. Interactive with the hand. You were the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy the algae, not join them. No, you don't get it. Instead of letting the algae grow in other parts of your tank like the glass and the plants, this guy is attracting the algae onto itself. It is a self-sacrifice, okay? Very brave snail. It's using the taunt skill that it has. It's the tank. That's its role. It's taunting all of the algae spores onto its shell instead of your plants. You should be grateful. Gardens sent in their first tank. They've got some guppies in there, some swordtails, plecos, and corridoras. It's a 31 gallon. It's a pretty good size. I would say if it's all fully decked out adult size fish, it might be a little overstocked, but for now it's a really good grow out tank and really nice for a first tank. There's not that much natural stuff in here. I see some floaters, maybe some elodia or hornwort. It is an enjoyable scape. It still looks somewhat natural, like a messy sort of reservoir where there's some litter as illustrated by the PVC piping in the corner. And there's good amounts of hiding spots. A 3.6 out of 5, keep it up. Okay, the score just went up to 4. Keep it up. I went to an aquarium today and found these fishes in a line. Can anybody explain what's happening here? The best explanation is that corridoras being Corys, you know? They're like the capybaras of the water. Yo, Cory train. They're patiently waiting like polite fish. For what? They don't know, but they will be patient. Me scrolling for the real answer, all jokes. Welcome to Reddit. The real answer is that they're Cory catfish and they're just silly. Yeah, what is going on with my fish tank? Bro, that looks like the Goo Lagoon from SpongeBob. No joke, no cap. Dude, they based the Goo Lagoon off of your tank. How do you feel about that? Holy crap, that is very trippy. It just looks like there's no water in there and the water is like down there and your fish are floating. You got a huge algae outbreak and it is not even funny. That is really bad. It's melting your plants. It looks like it's melting your hardscape too. What? That is cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. Some people say it's algae, but it is in fact not. Man, look at this guy. He's like Oscar from The Office. actually. For that reason, it is also hard to get rid of and smells like rotten bog. Use erythromycin and ultralife blue-green slime remover. Use some blackout days. And manual removal seems like the best way to get rid of it. Glitch from this sub. Temporary solution for my plants. Double cream gluten-free. Alright. Dang, I'm craving Oreos now. What do you mean it's a glitch? Did you know Oreo cookies are the solution to fast-growing plants? My dwarf water lettuce loves munching on this stuff. Disclaimer, because this channel is still aimed towards beginner fish tank hobbyists. This is sarcasm. Do not put Oreos in your fish tank. Get yourself a nipple ring if you want to attract a nice fish. It's 2024. I'm not here to judge nobody. If you want to have a relationship with the fish, that's on you, bro. But this took me for a loop. I don't swim in lakes. I watched a fish nibble my uncle's nipple ring as a kid and it freaked me out. You know what freaks me out more than a fish nibbling on my uncle's nipple ring? The fact that my uncle would get a nipple ring. 2000s aquarium core. See, the only thing I know here is the palm olive, because that's what we have at home. I don't think I was old enough to know this aquarium core. Wait, is that Pingu? I know Pingu, bro. Newt. I be doing one of those newts, you know what I mean? Fun fact, when I first came to this country, I didn't know English. When I started watching Pingu, my dad got super mad at me for watching that show, and super mad at that show, because they weren't speaking English. I'm supposed to be watching cartoons to learn English, and Pingu wasn't it. Bro was not speaking no dialect. All right, calm down, Chris, because it's time for the end of the video. Welcome back to the end of the video club. Hope Rapashi and I made your Monday go just right. Who is best host? Don't give me that crap. You know, it's about to get real, okay? Who makes this channel go round? Who films, edits, everything? Upload, I love you guys. Who does that? Not Rapashi, not Millie, not nobody, except for your boy. So stop it with the Rapashi, Millie, best co-host or host. Chris is co-host. No, before I let you guys go, it's time for Katwa. What is your favorite childhood show? Mine is SpongeBob, no doubt, you know. Danny Phantom, Martin Mystery coming in close. Fairly Odd Parents? No. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys there. If you enjoyed this episode, please smash that like button and there'll be more videos to come. Don't forget to get your gecko wet. Tetra, we in a spot coming in hot. Ventral fin dot, acclimate that. With my shoal act, hear my fin rot from Cariciformes to Paracherodon. Hold on, there's not another fish that you can wish for. Lit fam sus, I finna one. I finna gone 3 days without furt. I'm an addict, like fanatic. I'm a baddest, no tabs, only dirt. My Cory gang so loyal, black Tetra go skirt. We came to play, came to silence gang.